In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file new version of Form I-765, which is application for employment authorization. We are going to talk about the filing fee, supporting documents, and where to file. If you are new to this channel, my name is Sliman, and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I am not an immigration attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information I have from USCIS website. If you find this video very helpful, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a new version of Form I-765 that will expire on August 31st, 2027. And the version is 8/21/2025. This version is totally different from the previous versions. So this version, which is 8/21/2025, starting March 5th, 2026, USCIS will accept only this version. So until then, you can use the other version. But on March 5th, 2026, they cannot accept the old versions. You must find new version. To find the edition date or version, just go at the bottom of any page. You will see the version of the form. As you can see, this one right here, edition is 8/21/25. So as USCIS stated, this version will be, active, not active. It will be, you must find this version on the March 5th, 2026. Until then, you can find the other version. So let's start now filing this form. The first part right here is for USCIS use only. Do not touch it. The bottom part right here is for attorney if you use one. But for us, we are going to file this form by ourselves. So we're going to start where it says start here. Type or print in black ink. You can do both. You can type it. If you miss something, you can add it with a black ink. Only black ink. If you use any different color, your application will be rejected, period. But here, I want to mention something right here because a lot of people make a mistake on this one right here. They type it, then when they print it, and they correct something that was already typed. Don't do that. It is not a good idea. So it's going to be messy, and may USCIS, get it wrong, and then they will ask you for more information. So my advice, never correct anything that's been already typed. You can add, if you miss something that is missed, you can add it. That's fine with a black ink, but never correct anything that's been already typed. So now let's start finding this form. Let's go part one. Part one is reason for applying. I'm applying for, select only one box. For this video, is gonna be 1A box. Initial permission to accept employment. So since you selected only one, they ask you to select only one. So we selected 1A. So we're gonna go straight to part two. Part two is information about you. Your full legal name. 1A is a family name. 1B is given name or first name. It's Ali. And 1C is middle name. In my case, is in A. I do not have a middle name. Other name used. Provide all other names you have been used, including aliases, middle name, nicknames. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in part 6, additional information. So a lot of people, what they do right here, they go to 2A, 2B, and 2C. They copy whatever they use right here. That one works too. I've done it before and it worked. But in other application, I did not do that. So I keep this blank. So both ways work. Now let's move on to the next part, which is your US mailing address. So item number 5A, in care of name, if any. In my case, just I put my name, my full name, Baker Ali. 5B is street number and name. It's 100 Robert Run. 5D, city or town, Indianapolis. 5E, Indiana, state. 5F is zip code, is 46254. This is a US mailing address. Cannot be outside or United States address. It must be a US address. Number 6, item number 6, is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? In my case, is yes. If you select no, they give you information right here, not. If you answer no to item number 6, provide your physical address below. US physical address. Since here we selected S, this one right here will be grayed out. Adobe will not let you type anything right here unless if you select no. Now, let's go to the next item, which is going to be other information. Item number 8, alien registration number, a number. You got to remember, every immigrant has a number. If you come to the United States, you have a number. You must find one. You can get it for your I-797 if you have one. You can get it from your visa if you have one. And if you are here legally, I'm sorry, if you are here illegally, if you enter the border and the border catch you, you still have a number. Because if you get caught at the border, they give you like a form where they assign you a number. So you must have a number. So for item number 9, USCIS online account number, if you have any. If you fill the petition online before, you will have a number, and it always will start with IOE, a number. I'm sorry, case number. Now, I will show you example right here to understand what I'm talking about. I think it's right here. Oh, I'm sorry, it is not. It's right here. Receipt number. If you have a receipt number that starts with IOE number, means you have a USCIS online account. If you do, just type it right here. Item number 10 is 6, is female in this case. I'm sorry, is male in this case. I'm sorry. Marital status is single. Item number 12, have you previously filed Form I-765? In my case, is no. Number 13, item number 13, provide your social security number if you have any. If no, if you don't have it, just leave it blank. As you can see, this form, they changed this form in this section right here. They before they used to have item number 14. I don't remember what item it was, but they will ask you if you want a social security, issue your social security without going to a social security service. So they removed that. Now, in most cases, if you apply for a social security, you must go to get one from social security services. Now let's go to your country or country of citizenship or nationality. List all countries where you are currently a citizen or national. If you need extra space to complete these items, use the space provided, part 6, additional information. In my case, country is Morocco, just one, 14A. Country is Morocco. Let's move on to the next information, which is place of birth. List the city, town, village, state, province, and country where you were born. Item number 15A, city, town, village of birth. An example is Kinifra. 15B, state, province of birth. In my case, is Kinifra. country of birth is Morocco, and date of birth is 1/1/1990. Let's move on to the next one, which is information about your last arrival in the United States. This video is for C9 category. So if you arrived in the United States and you have Form I-94 arrival departure record, you can find this information right here. Item number 17. I will show you an example for people they have one. If you don't have it, just leave it blank. If you have it, it looks like this. You will have all the information needed from Form I-94 to find the information. For example, right here, you will need a Form I-94 arrival departure record. So you get it from here. That's your number right here. And passport number you use, you will have your passport number from your passport. Just get it and put it right here. Is item number 19. If you use travel document, you can use it right here. And item number 20, country that issued your passport or travel document. In my case, is Morocco. Expiration date of the passport or travel document, in my case, is January the 1st, 2029. Date of your last arrival into United States or on or about. You can have it from here. Date of entry, you can have it right here. Just an example. And then place of your last arrival into United States. What port you use to enter the United States. In my case, item number 23 is JFK, New York. Immigration status at your last arrival, for example, B2 visitor, F1 student, or no status. In my example, just K1 visa. Item number 25, your current immigration status or category, for example, B2 visitor, F1 student, parole, deferred action, or no status or category. In my case, is K1. Item number 26 for the student and exchange visitor information system, if you are a student. But in this case, as I mentioned, it's for K1 visa. So let's go to information about your eligibility category. Item number 27, eligibility category, refer to who may file Form I-765 section of the Form I-765 instruction to determine the appropriate eligibility category for this application. Enter the appropriate letter and number for your eligibility category below. For example, A8, C17. In my example, is C9. C9 is for K1 visa. It will depend your go-to instruction that comes with the form. You will find your eligibility. So now let's move on to next part, which is part 3. Applicant statement, contact information, certification, and signature. Applicant statement. If you file this form by yourself, you can check item number 1A. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this application and may answer to every question. If you use interpreter, you can check right here. Somebody helped you to interpret to interpret this form. You can file the part 4. If you use a prepare at my request, the prepare named in part 5 prepare this form for you. So it will select the one that apply for you. So in this for this video is gonna be this one right here. I can read and understand English, and I have read an application for every question and instruction on this application, and my answer to every question. Sometimes you can do both. You prepare this form by yourself, but you give this you give consent for this person to prepare the form for yourself for you. So in this video is gonna be 1A. So you prepare this form by yourself. Let's move on to applicant contact information. So item number 3, applicant daytime telephone number, applicant's mobile phone number, and then applicant email address if you need. You need that at gmail.com. It's very important to add that. Select this box if you are if you are in this category right here. I'm sorry, if you are in this, if you are from these countries right here, you must check this box right here, item number 6. But I'm not from these countries, so I'm not gonna check that box. So here, signature. This is one. Here is you're gonna put today's date, 1/31st, 2026. Now for applicant signature, do not put anything right here. Do not initial. Do not put your full name. Grant it, then sign it with a black ink. If you put your full name right here, your application will be rejected. If you put your initial right here, your application will be rejected. As I mentioned, it must be printed first, then sign it with a black ink. So in this video, we did not use any interpreter and we did not use the prepare. But if you use one, just file that for part 4 for interpreter and file part 5 for a prepare if you use one. So in this video, we file this form by ourselves. So now we file the form I-765. Now let's talk about the filing fee. So the filing fee for I-765 application for employment authorization, it will depend on the filing category. For general filing, the filing fee is $520. For online filing fee is $470. For adjustment of status, the filing fee for paper filing is $260. For online filing, $260. If you are filing under this category right here, which is C33, is $520 for paper filing and $470 for online filing. So it will depend on your filing category. So go through your filing category and see which one that applies for you, and then apply that fee for you and send the fee with your application. Now we talked about the filing fee. Let's move on to required document or initial evidence that's needed for your application. For initial or required evidence will depend as well on the filing category. So you will you go to USCIS website and look for your category right here, filing category, and select it. For this video, we did K1 visa, so we have to look for a K1 visa. So we're gonna scroll down right here and look for K1 visa, or K visa. It's right here. I can see one right here. K1, non-immigrant fiance of US citizen, or K2, dependent I6. So as you can see right here, don't make this mistake right here. K1 and K3 is totally different. If you're doing K1 visa or K3 visa, the initial evidence is different. So we did this video right here, which is K1. So did you provide the following evidence of your admission? For example, a copy of Form I-94, passport, or other travel document, and a copy of your K visa. That's all what you need. If you're doing K3 visa, if you see the difference, just I want to show right here the difference. If you see the difference for K3 visa, so for you have the same one, but with the second one, they need your Form I-797C notice of action. For K1 visa, they need a copy of your visa. So do not make the mistake. Make sure you send the right information. Now, let's go to the last part of this video, which is where to file. Where to file as well will depend on your filing category. This video was on family-based non-immigrant. So there is the location. So they give you right here for A6 K1 non-immigrant fiance of a US citizen, or K2. This is where to send. Look right here, A15. I'm sorry, we did adjustment of status. Sorry about that. It's right here. We did a C9 category. It's right here. For a C9 category right here, this is where to file. C9, pending family-based Form I-485 application to register permanent resident or adjustment of status, and your receipt number begins with MSC or IOE, or you filled your Form I-485 with immigration judge. Go to USCIS lockbox filing location chart for certain family-based uh, forms page for the filing address based when you live. So if you click on this one right here, it's gonna take you to the addresses where to send your form. This is right here. If you live in Texas, it will depend. It will depend where you live in the United States. If you live in Texas, you send it to this address right here. If to these addresses right here, if you use a U.S. Postal Service or FedEx, UPS, or DHL. If you use in this, if you live in these addresses right here, you send it to this address right here. In my example, I live in Indiana, so I'm going to use USCIS elegant lockbox. I'm going to use US Postal Service, which is USPS. I'm going to use this address right here. It's going to go to Illinois. If I use FedEx, I'm going to use this address right here. So check where you live and then pick the address where to send it to. It is very simple. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.